Everyone, welcome back to another episode of Psych Talk. So today's episode is going to be about insurance companies and how insurance companies they actually require a therapist to provide a diagnosis in order for that therapy session to be covered. And so let's say you are a client who has an insurance that covers, let's say 50% of the therapy session, 50% of the price of the therapy session. Basically, the therapist is required in order for that 50% to get covered. The therapist is required to provide a diagnosis, even though the client doesn't really meet that criteria. And this has to happen quite literally after one therapy session, which is messed up because most people actually, they might not have a mental disorder or they might not have a personality disorder. They might just go to therapy because they need some emotional support or maybe just even another point of view or different perspectives to understand better maybe certain things that are struggling with. And so sometimes the client can see the report, I can see, I was diagnosed with this, even though the therapist didn't tell me anything about it, but my insurance company is telling me that I was diagnosed with this. And so that can really kind of mess up with the client's mind because sometimes people become their diagnosis. So their identity is going to be their diagnosis. And so we really don't want that. And so it's very important for therapists to tell the client, hey, in order for your therapy session to be actually covered by your insurance, I have to diagnose you with something. And so because you don't actually meet the full criteria for this disorder, I will maybe put that you have an adjustment disorder, which is a short-term mental health condition where basically a person has or is having a reaction to an external event that just happened, and it's hard for them to like adjust to the new environment or whatever it is that they're going on. And sometimes it can happen when they're moving from a city to another city, or there are some changes in their life. And so many therapy can just basically diagnose a person with that. And the reason why there is an overdiagnosis crisis, it is because mental health practitioners are forced to diagnose someone in order for their insurance to cover the therapy session. And so, yeah, this is the end of the episode. I just wanted to inform you guys how insurance companies work and how messed up the system is. And so I hope you enjoyed the episode and thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next episode.